If you're looking for a great show about cartels and you're looking for it on Netflix, you've come to the right place, because today we're looking at the best cartel shows on Netflix. Hello and welcome to Screen OD. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tim. I'm an editor and a journalist who's been writing and talking about TV, movies and the entertainment industry for 15 years now. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. It's great to have you. Just tell everyone how great it is being a subscriber to Screen OD. Today we are talking about cartels. We're talking about shows that have cartels featured in them quite heavily. Some of these are going to be dramas, some of these are going to be documentaries, but all of these are going to be brilliant. And the best thing is they're all on Netflix, so if you're a subscriber you don't have to pay a penny to watch any of the great shows that are coming up. Okay, let's start our journey at the beginning with Ozark, which is not just one of the best dramas on Netflix, it's one of the best dramas ever made. It stars Jason Bateman and Laura Linney as Marty and Wendy Bird. Marty has been laundering money for Mexican drug cartels. When things go wrong and his business partner is killed, they have to move to the Ozarks with their children. However, when they get there, they get mixed up in local crimes. They have the police on their tail, but all the time there is the looming scepter of the Mexican drug cartels after them. This is a brilliant show, and if you like cartels and you like drug lords, this is definitely one for you.
The Navarro cartel has been made aware that you intend to start producing heroin again. They have instructed us to warn you their response is going to be quick and it's going to be brutal.
We're just the messengers here.
Next up, we're Breaking Bad. Well, more accurately, Walter White is Breaking Bad. He's played by Bryan Cranston in this brilliant drama from Vince Gilligan. He is a high school chemistry teacher who has terminal cancer. When he realizes he needs to make more money to provide for his family after he's gone, he starts to cook crystal meth with one of his former students, who is Jesse Pinkman, played by Aaron Paul. The two of them end up making a huge amount of money, and Walter White becomes one of the biggest drug kingpins in the Southwest. But when you're a drug kingpin, you get mixed up with cartels down in Mexico, and that's exactly what happens in Breaking Bad, one of the best dramas that you can ever watch.
Tell me why you're doing this.
I am awake. There are going to be some things that you'll come to learn about me. I just want you to know that no matter how it may look, I only have you in my heart.
Run, Mr. White, run! Get a little excitement in your life.
It's thought that in the 1980s, Pablo Escobar was one of the richest people in Colombia, perhaps even in the world. It's impossible to calculate. He was a hugely influential drug lord who controlled huge swathes of the country. This is the story of the drama that played out as the DEA went after Escobar and tried to bring him down. This is a fascinating Netflix drama which will have you on the edge of your seat and takes you to the very heart of the cartels.
Imagine you were born in a poor family, in a poor country, and by the time you were 28 years old, you have so much money you can't even count it.
Señores, yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco, ustedes eligen plata o plomo.
And if you're not satisfied with just knowing about what goes on in the Colombian cartels, why not go to Mexico and find out what's going on there? There is a spin-off series that came from Narcos called Narcos Mexico, which takes a different journey into a different cartel, but is a similarly gripping story, which will have you on the edge of your seat.
Agent Camarena, welcome to Guadalajara. Thank you, sir. And you've seen the desert. Time to meet the snakes.
If you're looking for another drama that chronicles the rise, the capture, and then the escape of a drug lord, then you need look no further than El Chapo on Netflix. This is a series that is fascinating and gives you an insight into a world that, well, you're clearly interested in because you're watching this video. It's one of the best dramas on the theme that you can watch, and it's available to watch on Netflix right now.
Patrón, todavía no es tiempo. Ya has esperado mucho tiempo. Pues vas a esperar más. Síguele con la marihuana. Y no me vengas a armar desmadres.
Dale esto al Chapo.
patrones solamente nos asociamos con patrones.
Now, it may sound like a bad thing when you say prequel or spin-off because sometimes they're not very good, but on this occasion it is very good. Better Call Saul is a prequel to Breaking Bad, and that means we see the events building up to those that happen in Breaking Bad starting to come together. That means we see Gus Fring, that means we see cartels, and that means we see a lot of action with our star Bob Odenkirk, who plays Better Call Saul himself, Jimmy McGill. This is a series that will have you gripped and make you want to spend more time in the dusty world of Albuquerque.
All right. The next words out of your mouth ought to be the truth. Who are you?
If some of the dramatizations around these people have made you want to know more about the cartels, then this is the series for you. Drug Lords looks into people like Pablo Escobar, into the Cali cartel. It uses reenactments. It has testimonies from people who have been in the gangs and journalists who have studied these people. It's a fascinating insight into a world that is normally very, very guarded and private.
Public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse.
The cartels controlled everything from the police, the military, through the politicians. Their tentacles reached out through all continents.
As drug lords go, they're absolutely on top of the castle.
Queen of the South tells the story of Teresa Mendoza, a poor Mexican woman who ends up becoming involved in the cartels. When her boyfriend is killed, she is forced to flee to the United States and she ends up building a huge drugs empire. This is a show that will have you gripped on the edge of your seat and definitely gives you enough cartel action to keep you in business for quite some time on Netflix.
I am known all over the world as America's biggest drug queenpin. But no one knows my story. Until now.
Right, that's it. Hopefully that's enough cartel action to keep you busy for a little while on Netflix. Do go check out the other videos on Screen OD. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you again very soon for more great streaming content on Screen OD.